To be honest, few things are more frustrating than getting stuck behind a snowplow. The driving's already been dicey, so you're tense, you're dying to get where you're going, and you're stuck in a parade of cars going 35 behind the plow. It's at this moment I try to force myself to take a deep breath and try to flip the scenario on its head. Without that plow, I wouldn't be able to drive through the snow at all, or at least not safely. Today, we have an homage to our heroes of winter, the snowplow drivers, and a plea to give them space. That's today's story of the day.
Support for Story of the Day comes from Morja Wealth Management, serving the North Country for 3 generations. MorjaWM.com. Securities offered through Hightower Securities, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Hightower is an SEC-registered investment advisor. And Kinney Drugs, whose pharmacists offer routine seasonal vaccines for older adults, including senior dose influenza, COVID, RSV, and pneumonia. Details at KinneyDrugs.com.
Hey, I'm David Sommerstein. It's Tuesday, December 2nd. First up, the Food Bank of Central New York will be able to distribute 7,000 containers of baby formula to needy families. That food bank is the one that serves the North Country, so families in this region are eligible. It's because 2 companies settled a lawsuit by the state over price gouging. Ellen Abbott with the New York Public News Network has more.
New York State Attorney General Letitia James says 2 companies, Marine Park and Formula Depot, raised prices 60% more than was allowed under the law during a baby formula shortage 3 years ago. Instead of going to court, the companies agreed on a $675,000 settlement with the state. Food Bank CEO Karen Belcher says her organization will get $100,000 of that settlement and be able to send all kinds of formula to families at a great time of need.
I think what happened with SNAP and, the uncertainty with WIC, we saw how fragile everyone's budgets are, how quick they were turning to the emergency network to support their day-to-day needs for their families, and formula was one of those things that we were hearing.
James says her office has been looking into other price gouging instances. She wants this baby formula case to be a warning for anyone who wants to take advantage of shortages in order to gouge customers.
You cannot take advantage of marginal and vulnerable families, particularly in a state of crisis. It's really critically important that you recognize that individuals who suffer from food insecurity, individuals living under the weight of poverty, need support. They need assistance. They don't need individuals and corporations who are thinking more about profits as opposed to people.
In Syracuse, I'm Ellen Abbott for the New York Public News Network.
This is a perfect day for a story about snowplow drivers, right? During storms like the one we're having right now, plow drivers are working overtime to keep the roads clear of ice and snow so we can get around. Our Adirondack reporter Emily Russell brings us the story of how drivers prep the trucks and what it's like to plow snow in the high peaks.
It's a cold winter day in the Adirondacks, but inside a big garage in Raybrook, it's warm and there's mist in the air. Elena Denton is power washing the bed of a big yellow plow truck.
Right now, it's basically getting a big bath.
Denton's hair is pulled back in a ponytail. She's got grease smudges all down her arms.
Getting all the salt and grime off of it for now until we have to go back out.
Denton is one of 12 plow drivers who work for the New York State Department of Transportation at the garages between Keene and Raybrook. She's the only woman in the shop, and she's proud of it.
It's kind of rare because it's more of a male-dominant job, so I like to outwork the guys.
Denton is 20 years old. She grew up on a farm in Lewis. She discovered her passion for big machinery while studying at CV Tech, a trade school in Plattsburgh.
It makes me feel in charge. Just the power is all yours, and when you're in that plow truck, you can control whatever you want to do.
It's not snowing today, so Denton and other drivers are here prepping the plows for the next big storm. Once it's been washed, Denton walks around the truck, bending over to inspect every bolt and pin, checking all the lights and fluids.
You're going to check the tires, the rims. The tread in the front should be 4/32. The backs are 2/32.
These trucks are inspected before every winter storm. That means when the snow does start to fall, drivers like Denton are ready. I meet up with her on a different day at the DOT garage in Keene. A winter storm came through overnight and it's still snowing.
This is a two-way plow. And this one's special because you can rotate it.
We pull out of the garage and head up into the mountains. Driving a plow is like driving a tank, Den says. Both are big and slow. She eases her way up to cruising speed, about 35 miles an hour.
And always double check your mirrors because you never know when somebody's going to be coming flying up that middle lane and you're coming right over. Because they do like to fly through here.
As we make our way up through the high peaks, the snow picks up. Denton drops the side plow down on the shoulder.
Up here is a really snowy, bad, drifty spot. Basically, you just keep pushing it back and back and back.
This snowy, drifty spot is known as Cascade Pass. It's a narrow stretch of highway between Keene and Lake Placid. On one side, there are big boulders and cliffs covered in snow and ice. On the other, the long and narrow Cascade Lakes.
All the snow on that lake blows right over onto this road, and we are constantly back and forth fighting with it all winter long.
Winters in the Adirondacks can be long and demanding for plow drivers.
Last year we got called in, I think, 40 days straight in a row, I want to say. We worked really long shifts, but you end up getting used to it after a while.
During storms like this one, the DOT is staffed 24 hours a day. Denton is on the A shift, so she works with a crew from 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. The B shift covers 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eric Crowningshield is the supervisor at the DOT garage in Keene. He says the winter schedule can make it tough to stay fully staffed.
It seems like we get up to target and then we start losing people, and then we get back up to target and we lose people. It's a demanding job.
The DOT says right now it doesn't have any staffing issues. In the summer, the staff here stay focused on the roads. They fill potholes, dig ditches, build culverts. That work has changed as the climate has gotten warmer and wetter. Winter work has changed as well. There's been a push to reduce the use of road salt, especially in the Adirondacks, where data shows that it's polluting waterways and drinking wells. New technology now helps plow drivers regulate salt a lot better. And the plows themselves are changing. Crowningshield says they're now incorporating what are called reactor blades.
They're approximately 12 inches long, and they're individual blades that contour to the road, and it scrapes more of the snow off so you can put less salt out.
Bump it up a little bit, turn your spinner down.
Back out on Cascade Pass, Denton is salting a specifically icy section of the shoulder.
And then when you're done, you can go right back over and then turn your salt off.
This is Denton's third winter driving a plow, but her precision and confidence make it seem like she's been doing it a lot longer. She talks me through every move she makes, every insight she has. We also talk about life outside of plowing, like how she spends her Sundays milking cows at a dairy farm in Willsboro.
It's probably one of the best feelings in the world. You go there and all the cows are basically, they're like big babies. They're so lovable, especially dairy cows.
She's got 2 cows of her own at home in Lewis, plus a horse, a dog, and a cat. As Denton navigates the twists and turns of Cascade Pass at 35 miles an hour, I can't help but notice the traffic that's formed behind us.
Does it ever stress you out knowing that there's like a line of cars behind you?
It used to, but then I realized, take your time, they can wait. You're making sure their roadway is safe.
No amount of plowing can keep roads completely clear of ice and snow, especially during a winter storm. So Denton says drivers too need to slow down, give plows room, don't pass them, especially not on the right. Plows play a key role in making roads safe in the winter, but so do drivers. Emily Russell, North Country Public Radio, Keene.
Great pictures of Elena Denton at work inside her big old snowplow at ncpr.org. And we have more news there all the time. Of course, ncpr.org. Music today by I Am Snow Angel of Lake Placid and Paul Myers of Colton. I'm David Summerstein, North Country Public Radio.